Bettina Ortiz Waimenya was not accustomed to waiting, a former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up. She is now the wife of Miami Auto Parts tycoon Herman Ortiz Waimenya. At every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence, she was always greeted with reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. Today, she wanted a corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbon Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange chairs and stare out the gentle lapping turquoise water while eating her kale Caesar salad. But there was a large, noisy group taking up the entire terrace, and they didn't seem in much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists happily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were. The woman, overly thin, wrinkled, and saggy, none of them properly lifted our buttocks. And the men were even worse, all dressed in all rumble shirt and short, wearing those cheap straw hats. Why'd such people have to come here? Feeling that she had even patient long enough, Bettina stormed into the kitchen, a fringe on her crocheted Pucci cotton top shaking furiously as she made a beeline for the woman with a shock of pixie cut blonde hair, meaning the main stove. Julie, honey, what's the dealio? I waited more than 15 minutes for my table. Sorry, Bettina, it's been one of those days. The party of 12 on the terrace showed up first just before you did. But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let those tourists take up all the space? Well, the tourist in the red fishing cap is the Duke of Glencora. His party just boated over from Windermere. That's his royal yachtman. You see him moored off the coast? It is the most handsome sailboat you ever seen. I'm not impressed by big boats. Bettina hoped, although secretly she was rather impressed by people with big titles. From the kitchen window, she saw where the party assembled on terrace with new eye. There's a resta British type horse such as Train Freed. Sure, they had several roots hood and their hairlute tears, but when they traveled, they looked so faithfully frumpy. It was only then that Bettina noticed three tan, well-built men in the fitted t-shirt and black cover punch, sitting at the advanced table. The guy weren't eating, but sat watchfully sipping glasses of seltzer water. I assume that's the Toki security details? They could be more obvious. Don't they know that we're all billionaires? We're unbrilliant. And isn't how we wrong? Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guests. They did a whole sip of the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my walk-in freezer. See the Chinese polo seat at the end of the table? Bettina squinted at the portly, balding 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white short sleeves, cold t-shirt, and gray trousers. Oh, I didn't even notice him. I am supposed to know who he is? That's Alfred Chang. He looked like dirt cheaper. Doesn't he look like guy that used to drive White Husman around the Falcon? From what I hear, that Schaefer is most powerful man in Asia. What his name again?